Lara Raj got officially cancelled this week. That same week, her single hit number 28 on the Hot 100, the highest a Katseye song has ever charted. Both ran on the same Tuesday, and one of them is lying. Pinky Up, the song every drama channel has been ripping since the Coachella clip went viral, the one half of Twitter calls unlistenable, just debuted higher than any Katseye release ever. It cleared Internet Girl by a single spot, and Gnarly and Gabriela by more than 60. Per the April 25th Billboard chart, it's still sitting at 28. The week Lara got cancelled was the best chart week of her career, and the week after held the same position. So one of two things is true. Either the cancellation isn't real, or the cancellation is the promotion. Once you actually look at the math, the rage stitch math, the algorithm math, the I'm boycotting this group videos that conveniently use 8 seconds of the chorus, the original outrage wave starts running into a number it can't argue with. The people loudest about boycotting Katseye this month are statistically indistinguishable from the people promoting them. TikTok doesn't measure why a clip uses a song, it measures whether the song shows up. A 45-second rant where someone says, "I will never stream this group again," with the Pinky Up beat playing underneath, that's a Pinky Up video. The platform counts it as one. The label gets paid as if it were one. Intention is invisible to the system. Audio detection is not. Hybe Geffen reported over 7,000 pieces of TikTok content created per day in the week of April 13th through 20th. About 30% of that came from the US. Most of those clips are not fan edits. A huge portion are the discourse itself. Reactions, stitches, duets, receipts compilations, takedowns. To the algorithm, those are plays, they're searches, they're training data on what to surface to the next person who hasn't seen the song yet. Coachella weekend made the same loop visible at a bigger scale. 60,000 people in the field at Indio across April 10th and 17th. Then the official YouTube livestream, 4K, real-time, free, global. The viral clip everyone keeps calling the queerbait clip, Lara licking Megan's face under pink lights during the MIA outro, lives on the same channel, monetized by the same platform that the same audience uses to expose it. Every reaction video recutting that footage is teaching YouTube to recommend the original. Tuesday, April 21st. 2 stories about Lara Raj surfaced the same morning. 1, officially cancelled, trending on the drama side of pop Twitter. 2, Billboard publishes the new Hot 100, Pinky Up debuting at 28, the highest a Katseye song has ever charted, plus number 14 in the UK and number 18 on Spotify Global as the top new entry of the week. Same Tuesday, same platforms, both ranking at the top of feeds, same artist. And here's where the timeline gets interesting. None of this actually started at Coachella. The same outrage cycle ran a month earlier, in March, when Lara and Megan did the same MIA outro at Lollapalooza, Brazil. Same accusations, same compilation videos, same "they have boyfriends, this is gross" thread structure. Clips from Peggy Goo's Lolla afterparty went viral, the two of them dancing, the same crowd reading the same code. Queerbait was already a search trend tied to Katseye a full month before Pinky Up was even released. In that month, what happened? Gnarly held its long tail on streaming. Pre-release buzz for Pinky Up built. Both Coachella weekends sold out. The first time the cancellation system got a test run on this group, it didn't break anything. Coachella was the second test. The third test is whatever they perform at Governor's Ball in June. While Twitter was running Lara is over threads, Billboard was running its weekly reader poll. Pinky Up won with 50% of the vote. The closest competitor, Lady Gaga and Doechie's Runway, polled 12%. Tiny Habits got 10%. Add up every other major release that week, and you don't get to half of what Pinky Up polled. That poll closed 3 days after the Coachella outro clip went viral. Cancellation as a mechanism, meaning an artist actually losing access to the marketplace, used to require a small chain of decisions. A radio program drop, a label quietly shelving the next single, a late-night booker passing on the appearance, a festival dropping the act from a bill, a handful of programmers, bookers, and label heads whose jobs were to enforce that decision. The artists disappeared because gatekeepers moved them off the shelf. Those people don't run the shelf anymore. The shelf is an algorithm, and the algorithm doesn't read the room, it reads inputs: watch time, replay rate, comment volume, save rate. A single song accumulating tens of thousands of stitches in a week is a song the algorithm believes in, regardless of whether those stitches are positive. The system has no field for "these people hate it," only a field for "these people will not stop watching it." The word survived. The machinery underneath the word changed completely. The Pinky Up timeline lays this out clean. Pinky Up leaks. The fandom complains. April 10th, Coachella Weekend 1. Lara and Megan do the outro that gets clipped. By Friday night, the clip is on every drama account on Twitter. Drama channels mobilize over the weekend. Stitch farms harvest by Monday. Tuesday morning, April 21st, the Billboard chart drops, and the song lands at the highest position the group has ever hit. In the current system, the boycott is the marketing budget. Hybe didn't have to spend $1 marketing Pinky Up to people who already loved Katseye. The people who hated it did the work, free of charge, while calling themselves the Resistance. The same shape is visible at the meta level. Internet Girl peaked its debut at 29. Gnarly debuted at 92. Gabriela at 94. Pinky Up at 28. Each of those songs had its own outrage wave attached, each accused of being corny, lazy, too memey, too horny. The outrage cycles got bigger, the chart positions got higher, and the streaming gap is even sharper than the chart gap. Gnarly's first week pulled around 4.5 million Spotify streams. Pinky Up cleared 5.8 million in its first 48 hours alone. By April 25th, 2 weeks after release, Pinky Up had crossed 37 million Spotify streams as a single track. There's a third party in this loop that almost never gets named: drama YouTube, commentary TikTok, the reaction economy. Those creators get paid every time the outrage cycle restarts. Every reignition of the discourse is a payday for both them and Hybe. The critic and the campaign end up on the same revenue line. Anyone who watched the Coachella outro 30 times this week was using the platform exactly the way the platform was built. The thumbnail with the red box, the voiceover opening with "this is disgusting," the algorithm cueing the next reaction before the first one finishes. The platform built the path. Pinky Up sat at the end of it. For canceled to actually mean anything here, something on the booking calendar would need to break. Here's what's actually on it. Governor's Ball, June 5th through 7th in Queens. Hinterland Music Festival in St. Charles, Iowa, July 30th through August 2nd. Head in the Clouds in Pasadena, August 8th. The Today Show's City Concert Series on Rockefeller Plaza, August 14th. The same day Katseye's next EP, Wild, hits streaming. An Australian tour reportedly going on sale this week. 5 confirmed dates booked or held after the cancellation wave, including a Rockefeller Plaza slot that NBC scheduled to coincide with their album release, meaning a major broadcast network is timing its own programming around the commercial calendar of an artist Twitter says is over. That isn't what cancellation looks like. In 2026, canceled is a vibe. It describes the heat of a discourse cycle. It does not describe the shelf the artist is sitting on. You can be canceled and number 28 on the Hot 100 in the same week. You can be canceled and headlining Governor's Ball 6 weeks later. The word held its emotional charge. The platforms that used to enforce it stopped doing the enforcing. So circle back to the title. The one lie that ended Lara Raj was never anything she said at Coachella. The lie is the word ended itself. It implies a stop. The numbers were climbing the whole week the takedown was running. The Coachella clip got rewatched into the millions on the official Coachella YouTube channel. The choreography is being recreated by some of the same accounts that posted "I will never support them again" 4 days earlier. The next canceled wave that shows up in your feed, any artist, any genre, any controversy, comes with a chart position attached, a streaming number attached, a TikTok creation count attached. Those numbers are the part of the story that hasn't been edited. The word doesn't tell you which kind of week it is. The math does. Lara isn't ending. The format that used to be able to end her isn't running anymore. Watch the chart, not the discourse.